Hi everyone, welcome to Couchbase Coding with Matthew Groves. This is a 10-minute slice of my day as a developer advocate, live every day on Twitch and YouTube. Check out old episodes up there at the link on YouTube. Email me, tweet me your comments, questions, suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. This is the last day. I'll be giving a sneak peek of the Couchbase Connect New York conference happening May 9th and 10th real soon. So get registered now. I'll give you a coupon code at the end, and that'll give you free admission to the main conference. You'll get to see all kinds of great content from our Couchbase engineers, as well as our customers and partners who are working with Couchbase. No stream tomorrow. I'll be at the Star Trek conference here in Columbus, Ohio. All right. So the last session I want to highlight for Couchbase Connect is going to be about Couchbase functions. This will be presented by Venkat, who is the product manager of Couchbase functions and eventing. And he's going to be talking about Do More with Change. That's the title of the session. And that'll be a deep dive into the cool stuff you can do with Couchbase eventing and functions. Now, I streamed about this, I think, last week. I talked about a really basic example of using functions to do like a ticket taking example if you wanted to find VIPs. And I'm just going to rehash this, but I'm going to actually show you debugging today, how to step through that code you're writing in the Couchbase functions so that you can figure out what's going wrong, and you can actually set breakpoints and stuff like that. So this is the exact same code, pretty much the exact same code from last time. It's going to insert two different people who are using their tickets to get into an event. One of them is a VIP, one of them is a regular Joe. We want to take the VIPs and copy them into a separate bucket. So over here on Couchbase, all the tickets will come into here, into the tickets bucket, and the event is going to move them over here via function to the tickets VIP bucket. And so just to show you that from last time, I'll just run the console app here real quick. You can see I've inserted one VIP, Tabitha Andrews, and one regular Joe, Edgar Peterson. And they show up here in the tickets bucket. There's two documents there for Edgar and Tabitha. And then over here in VIP, it's just Tabitha, who's the VIP. All right? Because I've got an event here called check VIP. And this is just the code. Just checks if you're VIP. If so, it's going to put you into the VIP bucket. That's all it really does. It's not a very complex piece of code, so we could probably write that and get away with it. But what if there's something going wrong that we're not able to figure out what's happening? Maybe I made a typo in the code, or forgot a semicolon or something like that. So it'd be handy to actually be able to step through this and debug it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, last time I didn't do that because I was using Docker, and Docker only exposes certain, well, the way I configure Docker, it only exposes certain ports. And debug uses different ports, so it would just not work. But this Couchbase instance is actually running directly on Windows now, not in Docker, so should have no problems when trying to debug this. Okay, so let's just do one quick refresh here. All right, so I want to debug this. What I do is I click this debug button down here, and it's going to actually wait for a mutation to actually happen, either documents being created, updated, or deleted. So it's going to say waiting for mutation until it actually happens. So I'll go ahead and hit this C# app again. It should cause two mutations to happen. And notice that's now populated with a URL here. So I can take this URL and I can actually use the Chrome Dev Tools to debug this function. So let me just, hopefully that's big enough for you to read. But you can see that's the function I wrote right there. This on update and on delete. And that's the exact code. So I can set breakpoints in here. I can step through. So once I step in, you can see, okay, I've got this document, and it's Margaret Martin that's being inserted. And you can see, yes, she's a VIP. So this should process it. It'll add this foo field to it with the value bar, and it's going to stick that document into the VIP bucket. So I can step through that, and I can continue stepping through that. Step into the next function. I think I may have hit the wrong button. But anyway, you can see sort of the idea there is that you can step through this, use the Chrome Dev Tools as a debugger to go through, set breakpoints, and so on. And that's all you need to do to debug in a Couchbase eventing function like this. So that's pretty straightforward and simple to do, and we can look at the results here. We can see that, yep, there's 2 more in the overall bucket, and then there's 1 more in the VIP bucket. All right, so that's really it. It's really that easy to do some debugging there. Now, if you actually want to make changes, you're going to have to undeploy this function first, then edit the JavaScript, then redeploy it, and go through debugging again. So it's a few extra steps there right now, but this is, just keep in mind, this is sort of a beta version. This is a preview. This is a brand new feature to Couchbase, so there's a lot of work to be done to really help this reach its full potential. But it's a starting point, so I'm optimistic about it, and it can do some stuff that you couldn't do previously in Couchbase, so that is exciting to me. All right, let's show this promo one more time on the screen. This will be a shorter episode today, and that's okay. Couchbase Connect coming up May 9th through 10th, 20 sessions led by Couchbase engineers, also Couchbase partners and some Couchbase customers, some hands-on technical workshops, different tech tracks, and some, I mentioned the Nickel workshop and the data platform workshop on the first day of the conference, and then a day full of breakout sessions on the second day, some great keynotes, and maybe some other surprises happen at Couchbase Connect New York. So check it out. There's the URL right there, bit.ly/connectny2018. You want to go there to register for the conference. It's coming up real soon in New York City. Use the code DEVADVOCACY, CC18. You'll get free admission to the main conference. You can't really beat that. You're going to be there with a lot of other great developers and Couchbase engineers. You're going to get some face-to-face time with them. Ask them your questions, give them your suggestions. You know, what do you like about Couchbase? What don't you like? Let them know. They want to hear that. That's why they're there. So go check it out. And I think that's it. So again, no streaming tomorrow. I'll be back again next week, starting streaming on new topics. Will not be Couchbase Connect related, but we'll find some other interesting stuff to talk about. And if you want to hear anything specifically, make sure to contact me on Twitter or email. If you have any questions, I'd love to feature your question on the show in a future episode. So get in touch with me. Let me know what you think of the show so far. I'd love to hear more from you. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for watching.